Oh, that sounds great. Well, it's a good time to play a game. It's pretty shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just like every day of my life.
Wow, look at us. We're like ancestral twins. Good lord.
Yeah.
I mean, like, are these meant to be different characters at all? Or are they just meant to be the same character but a different variation of?
I'm pretty sure the same character. I mean, like, they definitely made the other characters in this game, like male and female versions, way different than these. I don't know what really happened here, but like all of the characters in the game have all like the same dialogues by gender and shit.
Hello there, Blood Hat. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of wondering if they... I don't actually remember what they did for the previous... Well, no, there's only one type of character for the previous games, right? Oh shit, I did not mean to cut through your fucking dialogue. Oh well.
Oh, that was me. Do you want me to not do that?
Oh, I actually need to turn down the game a little bit. Let me do that real quick. No, I don't know. Like, maybe.
I mean, I do it because I've played through
1,000 times, right?
Yeah, but like I can not do it if you want.
Yeah. What difficulty are we on right now?
Torment 3.
Oh, you! Oh, you. Okay.
So that we get a shitload of experience.
I believe that. No, I'm not mad. It's just that someone was like, wow, starting on Torment 3. And I was like, what? I mean,
it's maybe not the most efficient way to go about it, but like we'll have to turn it down as we go, but it makes the first couple of levels really quick.
Yeah. Ah! It reminds me of... I don't know. I need to drink more of my White Russian. Which, for some reason, now I'm very self-aware of saying the word or phrase White Russian, even though I know people know what that is.
Why?
I just feel like people will be like, why is he talking about White Russians? I'm like, no.
I mean, like... I guess, like, a lot... well, not a lot, but, like, a fair number of, like, alcoholic drinks have kind of offensive names, but, like...
That's fair. Like, Fuzzy Navel, ugh.
And, like, Irish Car Bomb and shit. But, like, you didn't make them.
That's true. Thank you, Satan Psycho. I like these names. I like to say their names a lot. Alright. Yeah, I don't mind actually playing on Psycho difficulty. It's pretty good. So did you watch all of My Hero Academia yet? Yet?
By all of, do you mean all of that 5-minute clip?
Fuck.
Because if... Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you're gonna have to watch those at some point.
I've not been keeping up with my anime lately. I still have not even watched like a single second of Attack on Titan.
Oh my god. I won't lie, dude. This bone... No, sorry. I just mean the bone spear feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Bring me back to my bony days. You like that? You like that, you stupid retard? Yeah. That's pretty good stuff. Alright. Corpse explosion. Ooh, I like that. Feels pretty good, man. What is Rise of the Necromancer? Well, there's an expansion in Diablo 3, adding in the Necromancer. And he has arisen. I don't know the lore behind it, but that's the premise, I suppose. Alright. Let me grab that ability. I'm changing up my ability real quick. Alright.
I think the setup for the Necromancer is basically that... Alright, so Necromancers in Diablo are called Priests of Rathma, and they're all about the balance of life and death. And so they came to the Fallen Star because the Fallen Star is rising dead, but like in a bad way. So they've come to restore the balance.
Yeah, that.
I mean, like, that's the initial tie-ins for each character in Diablo. Pretty light.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Bone Spikes. I can't get close to them. That was a bad call on my part. Alright. Yeah.
MBD, I'll tank.
MBD. You just said that.
Yeah.
Wow. What's happened to you since I've been gone for all these years?
You not hip with the kids?
I'm not. No. I realized I'm falling apart and I don't have long left.
You not a fucking lit millennial?
I guess at times I do maintain a state of being lit, so that might be true.
Have you bought a fidget spinner yet?
Oh my god, please. No. No, I haven't.
Then, I mean, like, I don't know.
Oh. I've actually been enjoying Darkest Dungeon quite a bit. Also, these fat guys remind me of the Drowned Thralls in Darkest Dungeon. I will say it's definitely prudent to play on an easier difficulty when you begin to play Darkest Dungeon because it can get rather, what's it called? It's more like a consumption of stamina that I usually don't deal with when I play games. It tires me out.
Yeah, I can understand that. Have you gotten like closer to the end game of it? Because like,
Not
it seems
quite.
like a lot of people are like, Darkest Dungeon is really good until you get like later in it, and then it stops being good.
Let me answer this question real quick. Are there any exciting besides a normal Necro? I don't actually know too much about the skill set. Eric might be able to answer a little bit more. That's who I'm playing with, to let you know. And as far as the end game goes, I do know that the Bloody Court right now is pretty nuts. You can't actually beat it in one go. You can return to the Hamlet and then come back to where you were at. I think Scrain said, who's very good at that game, has gone in there with 9 different teams and it's still the same dungeon, and he's not a fan of that. Like, it's just incredibly long.
What was the question about Necromancer?
Oh, just, okay. Is there anything newly exciting or new and exciting besides the normal Necromancer? Practically just raise corpses and have spells that have corpse spells or something? I guess like he's just like asking what's really been added to the game. Oh, that has! Holy crap. Yeah, boy.
Well, I mean, I guess as far as like Necromancer is concerned, like, I haven't seen all of their skills, but they've like done the Necromancer stuff in an interesting way because Witch Doctor already exists. So there's stuff like that mage thing. It's like a short-term summon and you can summon multiple of them. Yeah, I'll turn it down.
It was just like this little incident here. That was a bit much. I'm a scrub. I haven't played for a bit, so it's not a hard game, but oh my god, yes. Nice. Yeah! Oh! That
is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It's just like building up a bunch of corpses and then bombing them. You can actually summon multiple mages. Matt.
What?
You can summon up to 3.
Oh my god, life is better. Okay, that's good.
But then there's like another later spell that you get that summons like a big rush of skeletons that like do like a tidal wave or something. It's kind of hard to actually explain with words, especially because I didn't really play a lot of the beta just because I didn't want to like burn myself
ruin
out.
It, right.
But I think it's pretty cool, and I know that on top of the Necromancer, they added a lot of, well, I don't know about a lot of, they added a couple new areas.
Right. Let's see, when is Warsword? Probably next week, potentially, if I finish a series. I'm still trying to like stay consistent right now, which I have not been for a while, so I'm trying to do the same things over and over to answer your question on that. Do I like the Necro the best? Well, Eric can attest to it. I've been bitching about him not being in the game for at least since 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Dick hasn't actually played like a character meaningfully to level 70 yet.
No, I have not. Because there was not a Necromancer.
Alright, I lowered it a couple, so it's not going to be quite so much of a slog.
Yeah, alright. That's fine. Yeah, that's a little bit better for my little spellcasters. They're having an easier... Oh, hey there, Ryu. Oh yeah, people, real quick, to let you know, I do have a Discord. Right now, it's like only private to my patrons on Patreon, but eventually I'm going to have the general chat, at the very least, open to everyone, so that will be a thing. I'll have to get some moderators for that, like Ryu, I'm sure. I just volunteered you. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, this little laptop tube has actually been pretty sweet.
That's good.
Yeah, it's worked out pretty well. I don't like the cost of a laptop, but I got a plan to pay it off in a year.
Yeah.
Because that's too much money. But feels good to at least have something that's mobile. Ooh, a rune.
What brand did you get?
I got a Acer.
Okay.
Yep, it's a Acer Helios 300. It has a 1060.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yep, I gotta finish out Warcraft 3 and the expansion just because I have to play it. Then I gotta play StarCraft and StarCraft 2. Dude, Warcraft 3, the campaign is so good. I don't remember if I asked you if you had played it or not, but it's so good. Like, it's aged actually pretty well.
I've actually not played the expansion.
Oh, it's a lot more difficult than Reign of Chaos, but it's incredibly well made. It just kind of like goes back to make me think about how well polished Blizzard games are when they come out, because the hotkeys and everything in that game just really have aged well.
I wish I knew why my game was fucking hitching.
I've had a few hitches as well. I just didn't know if that was like only me.
Yeah, I play a lot of Diablo 3, and this is like new. This doesn't normally happen.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wonder if there's like an influx of people. I don't, but that shouldn't cause a hitch. But then again, we are playing a new character, so I don't know. Let me look at questions real quick. Just checking out chat real quick. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about streaming a lot more though once I get my recording in order. I don't know what I'm going to do about the green screen yet, but having a not shed to work in has been pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good, man. Oh, it's over here. A dank cellar. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just... Yeah, boy. Not gonna be doing no more hoarding know-how. But yeah, I'm gonna install World of Warcraft, and then I'll install Heroes of the Storm again. I've been missing my games. I just haven't had time at all to play anything.
Yeah, I'm like super maxed out on hobby time in general.
You've been in that state for a while.
Yeah, I keep like thinking of things that take a lot of time and effort to do, and then thinking of like 3 more things on top of that.
Such a interesting conundrum to face. I don't think I've ever heard of any of my friends ever having that problem where they're like, yeah, you know what? I have too many things I like doing.
It's actually complicated.
StarCraft Remastered, dude, I am playing that nonstop when it comes out. I'm excited. I played freaking StarCraft 1 on the Nintendo 64.
Yup.
Yep. That's what's up, man. What is Patreon? Okay, so Patreon is a service that allows people to support whoever they want via their Patreon with whatever amount of money they want on a monthly basis, or they can cancel it and do it just as a one-time thing. It's just kind of a way to support content creators of any type. And so I've opted to do that to kind of counter the whole ad apocalypse thing that's been going on for a little while. And I did make a video kind of going over it, why I have one and all that. Oh, it feels so good to summon things that I can relate to. Dead things. Playing more Diablo, I don't really think it has a fan base for me. I feel like for Blizzard games, there's already a fan base for channels who do play those games nonstop, and it really is such a niche field with people who are so good at it. I don't think there's like any room for me.
And the particular problem with Diablo is that in order to get interest of like a large audience, you kind of have to spend a shitload of time with it.
Yeah. I would be a casual in comparison to those people who play so much more. Notice me, senpai, says Nikki Kumba. So much anime.
By the way, it doesn't actually make that big of a difference, but you might actually want to summon your pet if you haven't already, because it'll like run around and collect gold for you.
Oh yeah, where's that at?
If you press F1, that's the collections.
Ah, okay. Let me equip that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Oh my god.
Oh, indeed, my friend. Oh, this is obnoxious. Oh, no.
Why did I tell you?
Why did you tell me? I got my loot, fam.
Look fucking dumb.
You're not prepared for my loots. Ah! Yeah, no, it's pretty dumb. I do agree with that. Yep.
I actually would like the wings more if they were not fucking gigantic.
No, they are overly huge for our tiny frames. Holy crap. That's pretty silly. Oh. Oh! That's pretty good. Yeah, the internet here is not too bad, only because Google Fiber moved in. Not in my part of town yet, but they're here, so every other company... Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
We're not paying for it, though, because it's just a lot of money, and I don't actually need speeds that fast. I mean, they would be nice if they were a little bit cheaper, but...
What, Google Fiber?
Well, no, just like the fiber for Comcast.
Ah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me equip some gear. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, I'm gonna take these dumb wings off. They're too dumb. I just can't do it. So I'll just equip dumber wings. Hey, who am I, Eric? Do you need some hills?
No, please.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm keeping a banner though. It's dumb, but it's my dumb thing.
Oh shit, yeah, boys.
Wait, the PUBG? Wait, is it still PUBG? Hold on, I did change that. Hold on. That's dumb. It should change soon, just to let you know in stream. All right. What did you do?
Skelly time, boys.
Oh! Oh, well, I need some of that. Let me tell you. Keep my mages. Wait, I don't have them yet.
Yeah, I don't know why I am slightly higher level than you.
Gross. Comcast is corporate cancer. You're right about that. So someone asked a question that you're probably better geared to answer, potentially. On another note, how do you think the Necromancer stacks up against the other classes?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I can only give my opinion as, like, someone who plays Diablo mostly casually. If you're looking for, like, an answer for, like, high-level play, I have no fucking clue. Personally, to me, it seems pretty strong. But not, like, overpowered strong. I don't know. I will also say that, like, that's the kind of thing I don't really pay that much attention to, just because Diablo is, like, not really a competitive game, with the exception of leaderboards, but again, that's, like, high-level play that I don't really do. So, like, that kind of shit doesn't really matter that much to me.
Yeah.
But I was doing hardcore with a Necromancer during the beta, and I had, like, no problems. So it feels pretty solid and pretty strong.
Yeah. Let's see, got a few questions here. Yep, my name is Matthew, that is correct. And my favorite series right now, probably Darkest Dungeon. I actually found it kind of taxing to play initially, but now I don't know, I love it now. It's weird. Let's see. Allowed to donate on my lives. I'm not sure what you mean by that. And okay, those are all the questions. Never mind. I thought I had one that I missed. Yeah, I'm digging the class so far, but I don't have my skeletons yet. It looks like. Wait. Do I? No, I don't. That's cool. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I don't know how you're not level 9 yet.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, you're substantially higher than me. Like, I'm halfway through my current level. I'm assuming that you're probably halfway through yours.
Yes. That's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I wanted some bonies. No, it's cool, though. I'm not gonna be that salty. Salt. Hey, it's the guy who looks like how I feel all the time now. But on a serious note, it was pretty funny how I ended up getting a duodenum ulcer the day after my birthday. That was awesome.
What in the fuck is that even?
Okay, it's like underneath your sternum, not quite your esophagus. Oh wait, are we going back to town?
Yeah.
And I got a ulcer there, and imagine feeling a sharp shooting pain every 20 to 40 seconds, and that's kind of what was going on.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty shitty.
Oh, it was incredibly bad, and I ran out of healthcare on June 1st, so...
Yep, same.
Yep. Yep! Pretty good! Pretty good.
I actually had like a similar thing like the week of my birthday, where like, oh, that's cool. It makes other Necromancer skeletons like somewhat invisible when you're also playing a Necromancer.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That way your screen is not fucking cluttered. That's
awesome.
Smart.
Yeah, no, I like that.
But yeah, I had like shooting pains in my stomach like the week after for a couple days. And I was like, of course it would be this month.
Right? Oh. And hello there, Pavlos from Greece. Oh, wow. It's pretty late there.
So there's like a small trick with this. We want to do this quest, kill his wife and not turn it in.
Okay.
Because then we're going to hop back out to the lobby and turn it up to max difficulty and then turn it in and get like significantly more XP.
Okay, I like that. I like that trick. My favorite Mountain Blade.
They patched it, but it's been in the game for a while, so.
Yeah, they probably did. My favorite mod is The Last Days. It's very well polished and just a lot of fun. It's basically the best expansion to Mountain Blade that's free to play. Much better than any other thing they've made. Myth the Fallen.
Just a reminder, don't turn it in.
Continue. I will not click. No.
Alright, no, hit escape and then leave game.
Okay.
You fucking turned it in, you son of a bitch!
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to!
I knew you would!
I pressed escape! Oh! Oh! I don't know what I'm doing, Eric.
Oh well, it doesn't actually matter. It's really only the difference, like one level at the end of the day.
I needed that one level more than you did. I need to go identify something real quick. I'm trying to remember where to go.
Oh, you can actually identify it, like from your inventory. Just right click it.
Okay. Also, thank you, Hagencomp. I really do appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that, my friend. All right, I got a hat, a crown.
Oh, that's actually really useful. So the other trick to leveling that people do is they get a Leoric's crown and then slot an XP gain gem in it, because if you look at it, it increases the effect of that gem by 75%.
Wiggity what?
So yeah, if you put an XP gem in that helmet, it'll increase the effect by 75%.
Whoa.
So if you put a really high XP gem in there, you gain a lot of XP. So what a lot of people do is they go and fight Leoric to get that guaranteed drop, but we both already have one. So if you want, we can hop into adventure mode, which is like more efficient with those gems.
I don't have a
Or
gem.
we can do the actual story mode if you want. It's up to you.
I don't have a gem, but I'm cool with doing the adventure mode.
I have plenty I can give you, so.
I do have 423,000 gold. I don't know if that's a decent amount.
No.
It's not? Oh.
Not even a little.
Oh, no. I feel bad now. Now I just feel dumb. Also, thank you, Edic. I appreciate that. Buy a good coffee. Speaking of coffee, I will say coffee liquor, dude. It's actually pretty great. I will prompt you to try that out.
Okay, bounce out to the... Are you... Yeah. So, like, hit escape and leave game.
Okay, I was grabbing some gear quick. Oh, I had my stash all sorted out. Wow. Good for me.
Nice.
Anyway, leave game. Okay, I'm going. But yeah, thank you, Adek. I appreciate that, man. I will buy a good coffee for sure. All right, so I'm out now.
You look like a fucking edgy band.
We're actually this band called Blitzkrieg. Our hit song is called Cyanide. I'm gonna let you know that's a real band and that's a real hit song of theirs.
Oh boy!
And they all
That reminds me.
What?
I should turn on some music so I'm not just sitting quietly.
Just listening to me chat to people on my stream. Oh yeah, dude, I have to play Bannerlord. I've spent probably 1,500 hours in Mountain Blade, so I kind of have to. I don't have a choice.
Did they release any information at all during E3 about when that might be coming?
When it's coming? No, of course not.
Oh my god.
That's not allowed.
I realize they're a small team and I don't want to shit on them too much, but fuck.
Yeah, no, I think everyone feels the same way. They don't want to like give them too much crap, but it's a lot. It's a lot to wait for. Okay. To let you know, guys, if you do donate via Streamlabs, I don't actually have the little alerts set up yet. I forgot how to do that. So if you do, let me know via chat, and I can, you know, reference that. Also, I don't know about the adventure mode. I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
Okay, I'll explain it to you in a second. I'm crafting you an XP gem.
Okay.
And just for reference, I've run through like 10 million gold already doing this.
Oh my god.
In like 3 seconds, so.
Oh boy.
And that's not even that much. The higher level gems get like proportionately more expensive.
So what you're telling me, I don't have a lot of money right now, is what you're trying to say.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even have enough to make 2 of the best ones, so we'll just use 2 of the slightly less good ones.
Okay. Do I still play Overwatch? Not right now. I'm not very good at it, to be honest, and so it gets kind of frustrating. Eventually, I do need to be. Oh, thank you. Oh,
slot that
wait,
shit in your helmet.
Oh no, you're not gonna like this.
Is it bound?
Yeah.
What? All right.
That blows.
This one bound? Shit. Hold on. Is that bound?
No. Wait. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That blows.
All right. Go to the gem combiner over here and see what the highest level red gem you can make.
I can make a flawless square ruby. Yeah. How's that, Eric? It's good, right?
25% experience.
Woo!
I mean, it's a lot better than nothing, so.
Thanks, Dad. Wow, you're so positive.
Yo, I mean,
all right,
I don't know
Eric.
what you want.
Would I consider playing World of Warcraft? Oh, yeah, I do play that. I stopped playing because I've been out of town in a place that I now live in, and I haven't gone back home to get my PC yet, so.
I, air quotes, do air quotes, play air quotes, World of Warcraft.
Wow! Eric, you can't just call me out in front of people.
Matt.
I did play it consistently. I've been out of town, Eric. In a place I now live at.
All right, I'm almost done here.
Do I plan on playing Shadow of War? I think like a safe way to kind of reference new games where you know that I played the previous game, like Bannerlord or Shadow of War. Yes, I will be playing those games.
Don't pick up that thing I dropped, by the way. All right.
Okay.
So I will explain to you how adventure mode works.
All right.
If you press M real quick, bring up the map.
All right, done.
You'll see the different nodes in this area, and a bunch of them will have exclamation points.
Yeah.
They each have like a unique thing we have to do there. If we do 5 in this area, we'll get a special cache filled with items and crafting materials.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that happens in adventure mode. The other thing, if you come down here a little ways, Auric and this obelisk next to him, you can go into things called rifts, which are randomly generated zones with like any kind of monster in them, and the goal is to just like kill as many monsters to fill up a bar and like finish and beat a boss. And there's a higher level version of that called Greater Rifts where you have to do that in a time limit, and that's like the end game.
Oh boy.
Of Diablo 3. That's
pretty cool. Okay, I dig this.
Yeah. Adventure mode's actually really fun, especially if you have friends.
That's pretty cool. Oh, also, ADEC 2000, thank you for the donation. And I would say Costa or Cafe Nero, but we don't actually have those here. Maybe in Atlanta, I don't know about it, but we only have a Starbucks from the 3 that you did mention. Starbucks coffee's pretty bad, though. They usually burn it way too much.
Okay, so if you want to actually click on my banner, we'll do a Herodric cache, because that'll give you some gems and some crafting materials and shit that you don't have.
Okay, that works.
Hell yeah,
check it out. Whoa, did you just like have a stutter in the game? I did.
Yes. I did.
Okay, okay. So it's not just me. Cool.
I don't know if that's cool.
Well.
So we actually want to spread out.
Okay.
In this to find a unique thing. All right, so I actually found it. It's up to the top left.
Okay. How will you know who's supporting you on Patreon? It will mention your name, and you can tell me. You can join my Discord, which you will know the link to it if you do join. That's kind of how it works. I don't know if I explained that well at all. I think I just said words. But anyway, let me come up here real quick.
I actually only recently found out that Patreon was co-founded by Jack Conte.
Who is that? I don't actually know who that is.
Are you familiar with the band Pamplemousse? They're like
no.
Fairly popular on YouTube.
No.
All right.
No.
There's a band. It's two people, a husband and a wife, and the husband is named Jack Conte, and he co-founded it, which is only really interesting, I guess, because like they were around on YouTube for a lot longer than Patreon has been a thing.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see. There's a new hero in HOTS called who? Mathiel. Apparently he's pretty overpowered right now. The biggest battle I've fought in Warband. Probably in Viking Conquest, where I've had like near 1,000-man battles. Were they fluid in performance? No, but that wasn't part of the question. Let me see. But yeah, there's actually a very big post on HOTS that I can agree with. That the newer characters really kind of outclass previous characters in a way that isn't fair. Mobility right now is a little bit too overpowered because they did not have to watch for mana at all, which I can fully agree with. Like Hanzo basically invalidates a certain tier of characters on the other team.
Wait, you mean Genji, or did they add Hanzo?
Oh, sorry, Genji, right?
Yeah.
Might be. So I do agree with that.
I wish you could hear the song I'm listening to right now.
I wish I could too. I don't know why you're laughing.
Guitars are so stupid, but so great.
Hold on, let me grab my new abilities real quick. Siphon Blood. Hey! That's what Mama likes.
Oh god, get in here.
Oh god! I'm coming! Let me check out Tower. Oh god! Oh my Jesus! Okay. I understand now, Eric.
You have to run around and trigger these.
Okay.
So go to a different one than the one I'm doing.
You mean like the little... Oh, those.
Yeah, the little things that look like towers.
Okay. Because there's a lot... Oh my Jesus! Please! Ow! Oh god, they froze me!
Don't forget you can press Q to use your Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh.
One more.
Okay. I'll check chat in a moment. If I don't answer your question, please ask me again. I'm not trying to ignore you, just, There's a lot going on right now. It's actually cool. I just saw one of my old friends play, but pop on this game, or at least on Battle.net. He's the one who actually got me into PC gaming when I was like 12 years old. I think I saw him play Diablo 2 back in the day, and Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and that's really what got me into PC stuff.
Yeah.
Nostalgia, man.
Alright, so we finished our first objectives now. Actually, there's a chest here we want to open.
Okay, cool.
Two.
There. Ooh, nice. Oh.
Alright, so press M and teleport to Pandemonium Fortress level 2.
Level 2. Aight. Check out this new loot I got. For intelligence, I'll take that. What games I look forward to playing? Shadow of War. Of course, Bannerlord whenever that comes out. What else do I look forward to playing? That's a good question, actually. I don't look forward to a lot of games. I just kind of like to wait and see if they're actually good or not. I don't know if that's really helpful or not. Oh, that's really good to know. Real quick, this guy just said, when playing co-op, each Necromancer gets its own set of corpses on the field to work with, so you could run 4, and all can use corpse consumers on the same pile. Whoa.
Oh, that's actually really good to know.
That's pretty silly. See, like, I didn't know that, so I wasn't trying to use yours when you were trying to stack them. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense, too.
Yeah,
That way we're not, like, fucking each other.
Is Red One's Candy still alive? We actually play Heroes of the Storm together. He's currently working on media as far as filming, and also he's drawing a comic that he's been working on for many years now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Comics are a lot of effort, man.
Yeah, he's been working on it for years. I think he sent me it not too long ago. And you were about to say a thing too?
Oh, I just wanted to mention that, like, when people are like, I don't know, like the high level way to do bounties like this is for everybody to split up to different nodes, so you get them done like in a fraction of the time.
Oh, okay.
But since you've never done it before, I just wanted to run you through them.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. But yeah, Red's still alive. He's doing well right now. I still think he's like the funniest guy on YouTube who should have been big, especially with like Grand Theft Auto 5. That dude is fucking hysterical. But just my opinion. Siphon. Ah.
Let me know if you need me to change the difficulty or anything.
No, it's actually pretty good here right now.
I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I am.
All right, let me look at my abilities. I got some new ones. I'll take that Bloody Mess and Death Nova. I'll try that out. Command Skeletons, yeah, of course. And a new passive, Fueled by Death. Huh. Okay, I'm on my way. Do I play mobile games? I might actually do that. I'll be making a video once I figure out how to do it. It's not too hard. But to let you know, just like some real, I guess like real talk on like how that all works. Mobile app companies pay out the wazoo for you to sponsor, or like they will sponsor you. And so clearly by law and just by integrity, when I do play games like that, if I do, then I will let people know when I am sponsored, but that is definitely a thing that would be quite beneficial. But I can't really play games that I don't actually think are fun, so there's that too. But have I played a few of those games? I used to play a lot more mobile app games a few years ago, not so much now. Oh, on my way.
The new like mobile Skullgirls actually seems like a little good.
I'll go check that out. New event. Okay. Oh, it's time, baby, for the golem. Ooh, I like him. There is something about biblical demon names, man, that just get me. Love it.
Big fan of Belphegor, personally. Alright, so we finished that objective. So, next one, BRIARTHORN Cemetery.
Okay. BRIARTHORN, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, someone said that the Mobile Skullgirls is an excellent port. Oh, that's actually my girlfriend who said that in chat. I did not know.
Is it actually a port? I thought it was a unique game that kickstarted.
I'm assuming, yeah, it's probably a port then. I'm not too sure. I guess you'll answer the question in a moment. That's really funny.
It seems way more solid than any other like mobile fighting game at the very least.
Yeah. Ooh. Also, I'm not sure. Do you deal with things such as eye strain, Eric?
Not generally, no.
Why? I don't understand why you have never dealt with that, because you game a lot too, like I do, and you've never...
Yeah, I don't really know. I just like the most I'll get is like heavy eyelids, but that's usually just because I'm tired.
Right.
Not from any like computer screens.
I'm a little bit mad at you.
Oh, man.
Mate.
To be fair, I do have flux.
Oh, that's right. I can't when I'm recording because it changes the color, of course. So that's the only reason why.
That's like I didn't realize it actually would change the color balance of recordings.
Yeah, because it's just recording the stream. Also, ADEC 2000, thank you again, man. I don't know how much you've donated, but oh wait, can I date you for it? Yes, you can, Ryu. We can talk about it later. You signing form. So yeah. Oh wait. Avi just said she can't say if it's a port or not, but it's on par with Injustice 2 mobile in terms of quality, playability, etc.
I have not tried the Injustice mobile version either. I have been playing actual Injustice 2 though, which
apparently is good. Yeah. I might actually I want to try that with you because I think me and you have had a period of time where we were trying to get into fighting games, but because we're not the best at them.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it. It's like a good. I don't want to call it a starting fighter and have people get pissed off at me, but it's like a good middle of the road, like not super obnoxious like fighting game that requires like a huge degree of skill.
Right.
Because I have another friend who's not like a fighting game player who just bought it and is really enjoying it.
Do I have a plan for a new Mountain Blade series? Not really right now. I'll see one when I'm done. I'll probably keep on playing The Last Days consecutively just because it's a well-made mod and I love it a lot. And each experience when you play as a new race is enjoyable, so I might do that. Also, yes, ADEC 2000 is my new sugar daddy. That is probably true. That is incredibly true.
Yo, I actually love Corpse Lance.
Is Rise of the Necromancer worth picking up? Well, I would say yeah. I mean, but if you don't like the game by default, then no. But if you do like the game and you want a new experience, then yes. And that's the only way that I can really put that. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I guess what I would say is like if you're already somebody who's put in like, I don't know, if you're someone who's played Diablo past beating Diablo, like if you've leveled a character up and gotten Paragon levels and been like hunting for legendaries and stuff and had fun doing that, then yes. But if you're someone who's just played through the story content, this isn't going to add anything like special or new that's going to draw you back in.
But I'm definitely...
Corpse Lance fires off so fast.
It really does. I might actually switch... Well, let me go look at this real quick. That's what I'm using right now as well with the rune. I'm going to go back to my skeletons real quick. While I like the golem, you know how I feel about having multiple things on the...
do you have elective mode turned on? Because you can actually have both.
Pardon me?
Alright.
What?
Alright. Let's clear out this area real quick. I'll explain elective mode to you. It's really good.
See you,
I don't know why elective mode isn't just on by default, to be honest.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright.
Hey, Luca. We're doing well. Okay.
Hit escape, go to gameplay, and then on the right side, toward like the middle, you should see elective mode.
Okay. Elective. That's on.
Yeah, okay. Alright, if that's already on, then open up your skill thing. If there's any skill on here that you're not that crazy about, like if you don't really like the corpse skills all that much, you can take that, click on it, and you'll see an arrow to the right and to the left. You can hit that and switch it to like the different sets and like switch that to command golem or something if you want.
Oh my god. Oh. This is good.
Yeah, and dude, the golem is actually fucking OP. Well, I don't know if it's OP, but like, there's one golem skill that makes him leap onto enemies and explode into a bunch of corpses, but then he immediately comes back up out of the ground. There's no cooldown.
Oh, I like what's happening right now. I prefer Lord of the Rings to Warhammer, to be blunt with you. I just do. I don't think that's ever going to change and has changed. Favorite Total War mod. Still Faith Overhaul is the best freaking mod I've ever played, probably for a Total War game. The balance is great. You feel powerful. It just kind of reminds me of playing, what's it called? Medieval 2, which is a good thing. You want to have that type of feel to it. You don't want things to be so precariously balanced where no matter what, you feel like you're fighting for your life. That gets really old really fast, which is partially due to the fact that they do not have a stat sheet for multiplayer and for single player. They have only one for both, which is not a good idea if you want to have a enjoyable single player game. Yeah, the goal of the game, I mean, I don't know, what would you say the goal of the game is, Eric?
Of Diablo?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be totally honest, the goal of the game is to collect loot and like have fun actually playing Diablo.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing that puts people off is like, if you don't just have fun playing the game and like not like, if you're expecting something special out of it other than just like killing monsters and having a good time, then you might be a little disappointed. But like, because like I was mentioning earlier, the end game of this is doing randomized dungeons over and over and trying to do them faster than the last time you did them. So it's like, if you like anything like that, where you, I don't want to call it like a roguelike because that might piss people off because it's not like that, but it's that kind of like run-based thing where you're playing the game, having a good time playing with the mechanics of the game.
Right. Which I think is fair, yeah. Oh, I just noticed that you have the minions showing up on the top left. Okay, nice. That's good to know. I need to equip some loot, I guess, while we're here. All right. Favorite character in the Game of Thrones. I'm not as into Game of Thrones as some people are. Favorite character. It's really a tough one. I think they all died. So, I don't know. Favorite living or dead character? That might narrow it down a little bit. So it's like Minecraft? Yeah, just like Minecraft.
I mean, I guess it's like a similar concept, but execution, no.
How long will I be streaming? Probably until my girlfriend gets home. Then I need to help with the cooking and not be a piece of crap. But maybe I will be, I don't know. Yeah, necromancy is my favorite premise in any type of like fictional setting. I don't know why, I've always been obsessed with it. There's a mod back in Elder Scrolls 4 where you actually required the parts of a skeleton to make your own, and I thought that was incredibly cool, and I would love that in any game, even if it was a little bit more convoluted, to actually like utilize. What's up?
I think that existed in Skyrim as well.
Oh, that would be great then. I would actually love to play one.
Because like the last character I played was like heavy necromancy.
Let's try this new bone spear. Siphon bloodsucker. I'm gonna keep bone spike. I'm assuming we don't have a what's it called? Skeletal wall that I control you with. I mean, use.
I don't think so. There is a glyph for the spike thing that we have at the beginning that will create like a little spike trap around enemies. Oh, I fucking love that.
Yeah, no, this looks really cool.
Even if there was though, I'm pretty sure other players can like walk through the zombie wall that Witch Doctor makes. So I don't think you'd be able to troll people like Diablo 2.
Because back in the day when I played with Mike and Russell, I may have utilized the bone wall in nefarious ways. The Ordinator mod? Joshua, what's that about? I don't know what that mod is. Ordinator. Ooh, it's like a Zergling with this stuff. Alright.
That is not possible.
I somehow got caught up in killing a few things back here. I'm on my way.
I actually like ran a long way away because this last bit was in the opposite direction.
Oh, okay. On my way. Hey, Gregorick, let's keep it about games and, you know, fun stuff, not so fun stuff, like political topics. Didn't even need my help, man. Feels bad.
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid. Okay. On my way.
We're actually done here.
Cool. Okay.
So Ruins of Corvus.
Where?
Ruins of Corvus. It's on the left side.
I thought you said Corpus. Okay. Nothing really matters. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, buddy, we haven't had a new character in this game since the Crusader, so it does make sense that like everyone would be playing the Necromancer. How many Warhammer subs do you think you lost when you said you preferred Lord of the Rings? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think that's a good reason to unsub from anyone. I didn't say I don't like. Right. I'm not saying that I don't like Warhammer. I just prefer Lord of the Rings. Will we get more Warhammer content than Lord of the Rings? Yeah, that's true. I would love a new battle for Middle Earth, though. That would be great. Am I planning on going to any conventions? Probably. I live in Atlanta now, so there's more of a chance for me to go to East Coast conventions, not so much West Coast. That would take a lot more planning. I think I'm going to potentially a PAX, depending on if my girlfriend goes for her job.
Yo, you should, I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but you should actually consider coming up here and going to the board game one, PAX Unplugged.
When is that?
It's in November. It's in Pittsburgh.
I
think it might be Philadelphia.
I did tell her that I do plan on coming up there now, and she's cool with that, so we're going to be planning that out too. We're just like, we haven't really sat down yet and planned out what trips we're taking this year, but we will be coming up to see you, and Sabrina.
Yeah, I definitely need to make some plans soon though, because like I've hit a point where I've actually been working at this job for about a year, and like I've mentally need a vacation.
It's been a year? Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I think it's been a year as of like a week or two ago.
Zane, yes, I live in Atlanta now. Okay, so apparently that mod for Skyrim overhauls every skill tree in Skyrim and makes them easier for role-playing. And
the one I was talking about?
That Ordinator mod for Skyrim?
Oh, that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a given to say that Lord of the Rings is better written than Warhammer. I mean, a little bit different when you have a guy with like one cohesive vision of a world than dozens of people trying to write for a setting and also trying to sell things for a tabletop game. A little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because, like, Lord of the Rings is actually about the stories.
Right.
Warhammer is about setting in the atmosphere, and that's the thing I would say that maybe it has a little bit better. Because, like, I definitely like Lord of the Rings. And you can't ding it that much, because, like, it is one of the original, like European fantasy kind of things.
Right.
But like, I guess that grimdark shit is in its own way like pretty interesting and cool.
Yeah.
And something that Lord of the Rings doesn't have, but like it just can't compare in terms of writing.
Yeah. I will say though that I find Lord of the Rings when it comes to it's a shame that he wasn't able to live for a longer period of time to kind of like expound on his plans for what he wanted to do, but as far as like what he wrote for the first and the second age via the Silmarillion and the book Children of I think it's pronounced Huron. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. But it's a really dark and savage tale. Like there's not a lot of people who live, and so like while it's not written in a grim dark like with lots of bones and blood and skulls, it's actually just very dark though in comparison to Lord of the Rings, which while has a grim premise, still is a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah, I think that's like the cool thing about Lord of the Rings is like it's a lot more grounded in reality. It's like it's basically like they took like the Norse period of Europe and then added in fucking evil magic.
Right, which is fair to say too.
And I realized this today, but I told me.
Will I be playing Dawn of War? Probably not. I'm not the biggest fan. It's okay for people who like it, but it's definitely not my cup of tea. Because I don't like shit in my tea.
It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, no. My favorite race in Lord of the Rings? We'd probably have to go to the first or second age. The elves as a whole are badass to a point where I want to cry. Finn Golfin's probably my favorite character. When you have like someone go after what is essentially a godlike character and make him bleed, holy hell, that's pretty great. Like he goes up to the, I hope I'm not wrong. It's been like years since I've read the book. he goes up to the gate and challenges Morgoth to single combat and like pounds on his freaking gate, making him come out because like Morgoth doesn't want to look like a little bitch in front of all of his peers. Well, not peers, but his guys, and so he has to come out. And they fight for like a full day or more. And unfortunately, eventually, Fingolfin gets tired and yeah, is crushed. But yeah, no, I love that guy.
Is that what the is Ettrig in fucking WoW lore based on that?
That's oh wow, it's I don't know if it's based on, but it's basically the same concept though. I would say yeah, just because that's too much of kind of a similarity. I mean, yeah. Amusingly enough, the Silmarillion was actually my first Tolkien book that I read. So here's kind of a story that's gonna make a few of you frown. But I went to a religious school as a young boy, and I had the Harry Potter book, and you know, witchcraft and things like that were not really allowed to be read about in my school. So my teacher traded me the Harry Potter book for the Silmarillion. I guess like she didn't know that there's like magic and evil in that book, but she gave me that book, and so I ended up reading the Silmarillion rather than Harry Potter. So that was like a pretty defining period for me. And I read that at a pretty young age.
Man, I wonder if somebody at any point in history tried to argue that Lord of the Rings was like anti-Christian values. I'm sure someone has, but like,
right,
that would be really funny.
That yeah, no, there is nothing wrong with Lord of the Rings. It teaches so many excellent things. It's just a good setting. All right, hold on. I got some new stuff. Flesh Golem. Hold on, let me go over here.
Yeah, I need to actually look through some of my new abilities.
I'll do it in just a moment after we kill these things. Ah.
Yeah, I'll stop aggroing more shit.
Oh, that bone armor is pretty cool.
Yeah, the bone armor's silly.
Oh, I do love the dwarves too, though. The dwarves are great in Lord of the Rings. They are complete a-holes, but I love them. Okay, I like that ability too much. Skeleton Mage. Skeleton Archer, ooh. 10 stacks. Hey, mama, I'll take that. I'll take that. Bone armor. I guess I'll keep that for now. Oh, I have Leech. I'll try that out. And a new rune. Bone Prison. Essence cost and cooldown. Okay, I think I'm good now. No?
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at my last thing.
Oh, it's no problem.
Alright. No, I'm set.
Yeah, I think Tolkien would argue that it was based on any concept of Christianity in World War II at all. I know a lot of people have made like very good points of how that might be true, but that's a thing that he definitely was not a fan of. He was very against the idea of using a allegory to begin with. So there's that.
I mean, that's like the whole story with him and what? C.S. Lewis? Is that the guy who wrote Narnia?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, I gotta get rid of this guy real quick. And remove. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that was entirely the entire premise behind that, for sure. But I could definitely see the comparisons, like considering his life events. I think it would be kind of hard to write without kind of referencing things from your life, especially traumatic things like a world war.
I mean, a lot of it has to do with like fundamental like religious topics. Like the whole basis of the like events of the Lord of the Rings is based on like fallen angels, basically.
Right, right.
But it's like well done and subtle in the way it does it, so
right.
You can't just like point at it and be like, it's straight up just like this character is Jesus, that character is Satan.
Right. I think I've come to appreciate Tolkien more as I've gotten older too. It used to just be a backdrop for me, but then I understood what war hammer was, which is like what he said. It's meant to be a backdrop. As cool as like some of these stories might be, it's still just a backdrop for the game.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate Lord of the Rings a lot more now. Oh, hello. Let me get all my archers up. Yeah, boy. My favorite game of all time? Ogre Battle 64 for the Nintendo 64.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, right.
That game does not get enough love.
Dude, I forgot you played that. No wonder we're friends.
That was actually like one of the first conversations we had in which we were like, shit, we have stuff in common.
Yeah, because I never really... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That, like you said, is a underappreciated game. It's by far one of my favorite games of all time. And I still play it every few years.
I need to go back to it. Have you played any other Ogre Tactics games?
I actually have not, and I need to. And I know the rights are owned by Square Enix, and I really hope they do something with it. Because, fuck, man, it's so good.
I think they recently re-released one of the Tactics Ogre games on, like... I can't remember which one or on what console, though.
I do know they put out 64 for Virtual Console, but for the Wii U, I'm waiting for it to come out on the Switch.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh my god, dude. I cannot wait. I will play that. I will record that. Hell. I would dig that for sure.
That game is so good.
Yeah, it was very good.
I was actually literally just telling a friend of mine a story about that game yesterday. Because, like, I played that game when, like, I don't know when you played it. I played that when I was still in, like, elementary school.
Yeah, same. I was 9. Yeah.
And that was, like, I guess my parents didn't give a shit about, like, the kinds of games I was playing because that was, like, an embracing game.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I remember being introduced to profanity that I had not otherwise heard.
Because there was one day where I just decided that it'd be fun to shout the word bastard at my brother. I didn't realize what it meant. I just, like...
Oh my god.
That's... And
right.
they assumed that I, like, knew and that I was doing it on purpose. But I was like, I don't know, man. I just, like, thought it was a cool word.
Yeah, man. No, dude. That's actually the word that I also learned from that game that I had no clue what that meant. Oh, boy. Parents are fun. Hold on, my inventory's full.
Oh, yeah. If you want to pop back to town real quick, we can get rid of shit.
Which, button is that?
T.
T, okay. It's been a while. Will, I don't know what your question was, dude. You're going to have to type it again. I'll also see you later, Vincer's Prodigy. Check my ping. My ping is currently 93. Okay.
If you didn't know, you can actually mass salvage by item rarity now.
Oh. I like that. Oh. Whoa, that's convenient.
Yep.
Okay. Should I keep my Leoric's helm just for the XP buff?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, let me go look at the other loot. I don't need that. Oh, I do need that. That's pretty good.
I wouldn't really stress or sweat shit too much because, like, as we level, it's going to get replaced really quickly.
That's true. Let me get rid of all that. Alright, cool. That's gone.
Alright. Just gotta go back in here and finish this thing.
See ya, Alton. See you later. Yeah, Balrogs are your quintessential demon. There's like no other way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sauron is a disciple and follower of Morgoth, who is later imprisoned in the halls of Mandos, I think, if I remember right.
That is the kind of shit I don't know much about.
Oh, yeah. That's, Silmarillion-based stuff.
Yeah. I still actually need to read Silmarillion.
It's written in a way where I understand why it's a hard read. It's written in, like, a Beowulf type of, like, epic tale. But holy shit, these stories are so fucking good, dude.
Isn't the Balrog, like, I can't remember the actual names for these things, but, like, basically the bad version of the wizards?
They are essentially the same thing, which is a Maiar, if I pronounce that right. It's a M-A-I-A-R. So, like, they're, Yeah, they're just like
aren't those the demigods, and then above them are the Valar?
the Valar, yeah. And those are what you would basically call gods. I mean, like it's weird because there is a god character which is Eru Iluvatar.
But he's just kind of like a disembodied force.
Right. I guess like he would be applicable in like the way that like a deist might view a god, where he kind of just like wound up the clock and then let it go.
Yeah. All right. We're done here. So we teleport to West March Heights.
Okay. On what? Have I read all the Lord of the Rings books? Yes, I have. Not in a long time. I haven't read them since I was in middle school, I think. So I probably need to read them again.
It's been a while since I've read them as well.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. Sabrina reads them all the time.
Oh, really? Huh. Yep. Morgoth corrupted a variety of spirits in the First Age and all that. So, like, it also holds a dear place in my heart because in Warcraft 3 back in the day, a lot of competitive maps are actually made based on the First and Second Age. There's actually a competitive multiplayer map called War of the Jewels, which is based on when there were wars over the Silmarillions, which was a jewel, and I think they had like mystical properties, or they were just like so well made that they were just like coveted by everyone. I can't remember the premise of that. They were made by Beanor, who I can't remember what type of elf he was, but he was a master smith and he made these and they were beautiful things. And that game and those maps were just fucking incredible. So I played those in a Warcraft 3 clan for probably a good 2 to 3 years, and I loved them so much. My favorite city in Middle Earth is kind of... Oh god, there's one in the Second Age or First Age. It's surrounded by mountains. I think it's called Gondolin. And it's so fucking cool. Like, the art done for it is so cool. But yeah, it's like a literal city encircled by mountains, and it couldn't be found by Melkor for many, many years. And I love that. Ungoliath. Oh yeah, the giant spider. Yeah, she's pretty cool. And I might be... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's amusing to me that a lot of the things that are like antagonists in the Lord of the Rings books are actually like the less powerful descendants of the worst ones.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it kind of began that premise of that there is a eventual fall for all things, such as like the dwarves and their decline of power, the elves and their decline of power, where that just almost became a trope. So like no matter what fantasy world you're in, the dwarves are not going to be doing well at that point. The elves are probably not doing that well too. And yeah, that in Lord of the Rings, everything they fight is just a lesser form of what was once just really badass.
I used to be pretty salty because I felt that the dwarves of everybody got like a shit deal.
Oh yeah. We don't even know where they end up in. They probably don't end up in the Hall of Mandos in the afterlife. So they might just not be. I
don't think they do. I think that's the whole thing. Is like they get Middle Earth when everybody else is dead, but like, Eru basically doesn't give a shit about them.
Right, because they weren't made by him. They were made by the smith Valar, who I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, he made them. And Eru allowed them to be, but that was about it. I think what I appreciate about Lord of the Rings is that, like you said, while it's a fantasy setting, it's more based to where it's not over the top, and what is there is very iconic.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably a thing that maybe Warhammer lacks from, is that there are places that are dramatic and cool, but they're not written as like core parts of the world, where it just has like more of a contrived feel to the towns, where you don't actually feel for a lot of the towns or places in the world. There's very few where I'm like, oh wow, that would make me feel in awe of how cool it is.
Yeah. Partially because, like, I guess, like, that's the nature of Grimdark, but, like, every everything in Warhammer that is cool has like a shitty undercurrent underneath it.
Right.
This is one of the new bosses.
Oh, whoa.
He's pretty fucking cool.
Hello. Yeah, I know.
We're probably gonna murder him.
Yeah. Let me just throw a few bones at him. Yeah, you like that.
Yo, my phone just randomly spoke Japanese at me.
Oh.
I think I'm living in the dark timeline.
Nani, Eric-kun? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I actually think it said it is bad.
That's awesome. I don't know how to pronounce that Valar's name. Eloy? I think it's A-U-L-E, if I remember right, now that you've brought that up. I can't remember though. Oh god, it's a lot of damage. I need to watch out.
How's it spelled? Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I'll have to show you later. Woo! Yep, Melkor is a Valar. Or was. Then he became a baddie. I wouldn't say, real quick, the Balrog are still greater than what the elves were in the first age. Could the elves fight them? Yes, they could, but it was always at great loss. I remember when Fëanor led his sect of people away, they eventually had to fight them. That's when he actually did die fighting. I think I forgot the most powerful Balrog's name, but yeah, he fought him and died to him. You were about to... Oh yeah, you go ahead.
Over here. So I can't remember. Is Saruman actually a Maiar then?
Yes.
That is fucked up.
And he's meant to be the greatest of them all too.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And Gandalf was meant to be the lesser of them all, and he ended up being the one, like the only one who actually stayed on his fucking job and like what he was meant to fucking do.
Or wait, I'm sorry. Did I say Saruman? I meant Sauron.
Oh, Sauron is meant to be what? Then? Sorry?
Is he supposed to be a Maiar?
Yes.
That's weird.
He's also
get
just
it,
a
like,
really great one, though. Like, he's just a really powerful one and old. And, he was a great follower of, what's it called? Morgoth, and he also led the, oh god, I don't know how to pronounce this. The Numorians? The
Numenorians?
The Numenorians. God, ooh, wow, that is a word. I don't remember how, what? Sorry, go ahead.
Come back to town, by the way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Can you say that one more time? I have such a hard time with that word.
I'm pretty sure it's Numenorians.
Numenorians. Wow. That is weird. Okay. Numenorians. Okay, yeah, but yeah, he led them astray on their like perfect little island world. And then they tried to invade, I forget where the Valar live, and then their fleets were sunk, and then their island was sunk too. It was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Let me get back to town real quick. Just T. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the elves had a thing for really shiny jewelry. And the dwarves did too. They had a sense of lust for that stuff as well. Caused a lot of problems.
Okay. You will see in your inventory now that there is a big box thing called a large heraldic chest. Right click that shit.
Yep, I already did that one.
Okay, cool.
Got a bunch of plans now.
Yes, those you want to actually go and click on Hadrig and then right-click them when you're in that menu.
Okay.
And it'll teach him all that stuff to craft.
Nice, okay.
You should have gotten some crafting materials from him as well, or in the chest.
I think so.
Thankfully, all the major crafting materials, if you look in your inventory and you look at the bottom left of your inventory screen, there's a little anvil. They all go in their own separate menu now.
Oh, okay. That's good. What is that? Watch kill plus 10. Alright, I think I got all my loot sorted out. Let me, salvage. Very convenient. I dig that. Sauron powers to focus on destruction, which helps. I don't know about that. He definitely focuses a lot on deception and manipulation, at least in the initial time period of when he began to introduce himself to the elves and other things like that. Like he destroyed Eregion, the smiths there, who were like the greatest smiths in all of Middle Earth. Yeah, he was the most powerful of the servants of Morgoth. I don't remember many things, but I guess I remember Lord of the Rings stuff. A little bit. Let me put my gems in here real quick. Yeah, there we go. What's the black mushroom for?
So that is used in, you craft it to make a thing to get to a bonus map.
Oh, okay.
So you just want to toss that in your stash for now.
Oh, I apparently just salvage upgraded or upgrade shoulders, which is not a big deal right now, just because we're gonna be tearing through loot pretty fast, so it's not too much of a big deal.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 sec.
No problem. Let me go look at what I have right now. Necromancer. Banner, portrait frame, 2 hero slots, 2 stash tabs. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I'll take that off. It actually looks a little bit silly.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to check out Rift?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I'll have to make another white Russian in just a moment, though.
Oh. You might want to do that now, then.
Oh. Is it fine now that we're in?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I need to make another white Russian. Oh. Okay, I'm back now. I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh my. Oh, that made me freeze up for a brief moment.
What, like actually, like game freeze?
It was just like when the bugs first came at me.
Yeah.
It's all good now.
I wonder if this patch did introduce some performance issues.
Yeah, I can believe that. I'll probably check this subreddit later. Talking about Lord of the Rings, man, it's really made me want to, I don't know, do something Lord of the Rings based.
Yeah.
Always get into it a lot. I remember doing a like 50-page role play with people on the forums of the Lord of the Rings online forums back before it came out. It was obnoxious. I think I still have actually the entire story thing that we had role played. A dude had saved it and sent it to me years back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I was, and you know how I get weird about lore? I had to explain to them that elves would not use practical magic like fireballs. It was more of a subtle type of magic. So I had to explain that to them. It's not so Dungeons and Dragons like, I guess.
By the way, Matt, I just want you to take a moment and appreciate the amount of shit that's on the screen right now.
Oh,
for
no,
me,
no,
if you
no,
can see it all.
Yeah, You got some bugs there, I see.
I have 18 minions spawned right now.
I mean, it's a pretty good amount, I guess.
Oh, all right. Let me show you this.
Hold on, let me also get some stuff out. Oh. Wait. Where's the bugs at?
Oh, it's not a thing. All right, so in the shit, I can't open it up. In the corpses section, it's the revive spell. So you will use corpses to actually revive the monster you just killed for like 20 or 15 seconds.
Oh. Okay. Keep bone spikes. Army of the Dead. Okay. I think we're good.
By the way, so this is the thing I want to show you. Oh, you got it. All right, yeah.
Oh!
That shit's so good.
Oh, I like it. That's good.
This class is so cool.
It really is cool. I told you, Eric. All this game needed was a Necromancer. Lincoln was saying that like there's a lot of negative reception from people in the beta to this class. I didn't keep up with it, so I don't know if that's true or not.
I didn't either. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't surprise me, but it like I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but the Diablo fan base has been kind of negative in general for a while. Yeah, everybody was expecting a new expansion and they haven't gotten it, so everybody's really disappointed.
I mean, that's what that's actually what I told him too. I was like, man, like one thing I do know is that the fan base for this is especially volatile and negative. I mean, like I do agree that I wish they did support it more, but that's all.
Yeah, I think it's just like some of the hirings they've had recently got people expecting and excited for something more than what they've done.
Right.
But it looks like what's actually happening from that is like more likely to be a Diablo 2 remaster.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wonder if that makes them understand where they struck gold and where they've gone wrong with that. That they have to remaster their old games, which sell incredibly fucking well still.
Yeah, it's so weird to me too, because like, I realize they're like way different games, and I know a lot of people are like have like really strong opinions on this, but I think that Diablo is a totally fine game at the end of the day. Like maybe it didn't start that way, but it's gotten there.
Right. Ooh. I think if they had more consistent content released, I think people would sing a different tune about it as well.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised there isn't like more consistent content for it, because it's like one of the most well-sold games of all time.
Right. I mean, as far as like the current population of the player base, I'm sure it's not as much as their other games, but I don't think it's something to give up on as far as a IP goes. Who's the other person? Max, that's my friend Otslo or Eric.
No, my name is Shitty
Goblin?
Pants Man.
Oh yeah, that too. He's got shitty pants.
Yep.
If I ever played Mountain Blade, don't you meme at me. Get out of here with that. Get out. I don't want to hear that. Oh yeah. That's pretty good.
This weakness consumes you.
Where's my phone at? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Alright, demon. Get out of here.
There's so much shit on the screen.
Oh, I love it.
It's fucking silly.
If I'm not blinded when I play this class, I'm not pleased. Oh, let me move out the way. Okay. I'm gonna change out one of my abilities real quick. Bone Sphere, I'll check that out. Frost Spikes, I'll check that out.
I have long waited.
Oh, got a lot of new stuff. Hold on. Can't change my Army of the Dead till the cooldown's done. Okay.
Stop engaging shit.
Ice Golem, Command Golem. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Personal army, I'll take that. Try that out real quick. Right, okay. D2 is just so good. How can you compete with D? I haven't played it in a long time. I don't remember how I feel about it. It's been a long time.
Ooh, I actually just noticed that corpses will highlight based on where your cursor is to show you which ones are within range for your abilities.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's like a nice little touch.
Yeah, you don't mess with tool cost to God of War. That dude will mess you up. All right, I'm just waiting for my Army of the Dead so I can add a rune or something.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right, Army of the Dead. Oh, 14,000 weapon damage is poison. I think I'll take that. I think I'll also take some skeleton archers. There we go. Okay, I'm good now. I'm back. Yep.
Yo, those look sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's pretty good.
Do not fear the end.
What race am I looking forward to? Oh boy. Well, funny you asked that. First off, every race that they're adding is probably my favorite race in a game, to be blunt with you. But I'm a Dark Elf guy because I enjoy.
Oh, wait, no. Warhammer 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Every race. It's funny because I find all the non-human races to be more interesting than pretty much anything in the old world. I love the elves too. They're just fucking great. Like the fact that you can have such a different style of gameplay from the dark elves to the high elves is fucking amazing. Love that. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh no.
See, I think like one of the things I like so much about the dark elves is that they're like the other elves, but not. It's like wood elves are cool, but they're too much classical. Like I'm a fucker with a bow in the woods kind of elf for me.
Yeah, same here.
Dark elves are not that. Like they've got like huge monsters that they like tame and shit, and like all sorts of other weird stuff that elves have.
They're fucking assholes too. Their entire culture is based upon enslaving, and taking from other people. Even chaos. They fight chaos too, and they ride on raptor dinosaur things. It's awesome.
Ones.
Cold ones, right? It's been a while.
You know, when that game comes out, then we can have like giants killing cold ones.
Yeah.
Cracking open some cold ones with the boys.
Oh! Ah!
With the orc boys.
Damn it! It's coming out on September 28th. Will Kislev be in the third game? Yeah, it's got to be because there's a rumor that the third game will have what's it called? Focus on the demons of chaos or whatever, which is weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, please, ogres.
Oh, dude, Ogre Kingdom, if they're not in the game, that's so dumb. The Ogre Kingdom has so much to it. It's ridiculous and hilarious. Fucking cons, and like, they're not evil. They're just based on greed and being general assholes.
No, they straight up just want to eat. They literally, like, worship a god that wants them to eat.
Yeah. And I feel like there's any race that you could be in any game, Eric.
Right?
Yeah.
Their children that are born without fat guts are thrown into death pits.
I actually did not know that. Holy shit. That's fucking amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so good. I do miss when Warhammer had more of a comedic tint to it, because man, this shit's so good. Yeah, the Lizardmen are cool. I'm definitely looking forward to them, but just lore-wise, I'm a Dark Elf guy. We'll say some of the best Warhammer books I've read is written by Dan Abnett, of course, which is kind of a given. He's like their best guy. But the Malice Darkblade books are fucking incredible.
Did you know that Dan Abnett has also written a fair number of comics?
Yes, yeah. I'm kind of obsessed with him. He's like my favorite writer probably when it comes to entertainment books.
I do really like him. I just read a book he wrote, a comic book he wrote. It was pretty sweet.
I need to actually check this out. Like, I know that he writes them, but I haven't checked them out. Oh, wait, I have legendary pants called Pants. What the fuck?
You haven't identified them yet.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Okay.
All right, we're actually done here. So if you want to go back to town.
All right, yeah, because I am full up on loot, and I'll come back here and get more loot.
I need to go back.
I need to go back. Okay, I had to respond to a text. But yeah, Skaven? Oh yeah, I mean, I love the Skaven, and I think they're great. But again, it's just a really hard choice because I like every race that they're coming out with. I feel like they did not really take advantage of the old world. If they're not going to make use of Estalia and Talea, I think that's kind of a underwhelming thing. One thing that like the setting really has going for it is that every faction is a little bit different and awesome in its own way. So to not like flesh them out and sell them as DLC is kind of a lost bit of revenue on their end.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do like a minor DLC that adds the different factions of the Empire as playable.
It's really hard to say. They change out the lead designer for each DLC, which means that like they have no cohesive plan, and the planning process of when they make DLC isn't actually that long, which I don't think they understood that like when they explained what they did to me that I would figure that out. But yeah, the actual process to make DLC isn't that long.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, Steampunk Ratman, that's definitely the thing. Skaven will definitely be playable. The Lost Legion would be cool. Yeah, there's just like so much cool little bits of lore that I hope that they'll go for. Most of the people who play Total War on YouTube and otherwise aren't actually Warhammer fans, so they don't know the lore. But for people who know the lore, I think they want a lot more of these like little things in there, which I can understand. I'm part of that group. And like not being a fan is fine because like they'll still play them and like advertise it to people, so that's cool and all. But yeah, Warhammer lore is a lot of fun. I view it as just like fun fast food when it comes to like fantasy lore. Also, guys, thank you for joining my stream and all that, and I really appreciate the donations. I'm gonna stream more, probably live cam it too in the future, so that would be a thing. I do have a Patreon down below and all that. I made a video about that and all that good stuff. Yeah, I could definitely stream more. I mean, we have 195 people. I'm definitely not going to use Twitch because I'm not going to get 195 on Twitch. We had like 400 when I did a Warhammer stream. I could like stream my Total War Let's Plays, and that would be pretty ridiculous. Tomb Kings will be awesome. Yep, there's also a Nippon faction. I thought they were in the east and that they like sent an expedition to the west. Yeah, the Nippon were kind of mentioned, but they never elaborated. There's other factions too, like a India continent. Like it's basically just modeled after the real world. Also, you are right, Jack Rat. They need the numbers. Oh, I love how your name is Jack Rat and you're talking about the Skaven. But yeah, they don't have the numbers because the game isn't optimized enough for that, which is a shame. I'd rather the game not really get better in graphical appearance until I could have enough numbers on the field of battle. That to me is more important for Total War, especially with like how they balance the game by default. Okay, I want all of you to think about this. If you're playing the default game, can you really zoom in that much? Not really. You have to go into slow motion all the time. Also, yes, I do have thumbnails made for Linden for Third Age. Now Now that you guys have like spoken about it so much, I love it and I can't wait. And hello, Justin Powell and Clemadive. I love you too, baby.
Back.
Welcome back. And Nippon is exactly Japan. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yep. Kush and Cathay, which are India and China, correct. Alright.
Yes, I live in art, I think.
Oh, thank you. Revival, what is that? I'll take that.
Fool actually killed me. Greetings.
The NPCs are giving me shit. Okay.
Only the most I passed me.
I don't know any of the lore about what these guys are. I probably need to read this shit eventually. Araby, right.
I can actually tell you in a second.
Okay. I'll probably be able to oh, and hello, Puerto Rico. I love how that's your name. I'll probably be able to stream a little bit more, and play a little bit more. When she gets home, she's gonna cook the pork chops, so I get to be a piece of crap and play more games.
Zoltan Cool is a Haradrim who is a giant dick, and basically tried to use the powers of evil to make himself strong. And you kill him a second time throughout the course of the game, but then he comes back and he gives you a quest here, which we should actually go do because Canonized Cube is like fucking awesome and you need it.
Okay. Let me go
Alright,
to
so
my.
I'll teleport to where we need to go for that.
All right, that sounds good.
You can just click on my banner.
Yeah, Games Workshop being a publicly traded company was such a bad thing. If we had like someone, even though Chris Metz has a lot of ire for me, and I think a lot of other people, having someone who has like a more cohesive plan for a setting is fucking amazing. Overall, for a backdrop. So I think if Games Workshop had that, if they weren't a publicly traded company just trying to make a backdrop to sell tabletop stuff, then yeah, we'd have a much cooler elaboration on the different factions that were introduced to the game.
Just think, then Archaon could have eyebrows and be Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Please. Please, Eric. No. No. Wood Elves, I don't know about strength in numbers, about Wood Elves. Also, thank you, Satan Psycho. I appreciate that, buddy. Bretonia, definitely, they have strength of arms in their feudalistic society. Their lore isn't complicated, but it is quite enjoyable. It's a little bit, it's kind of a hayover from their more comedic time period because of how poorly they treat the peasantry in Bretonia. It's kind of a joke at this point, and it's quite a bit of fun. Also, thank you, Wax Weasel. Austria, that's actually pretty cool. For some reason, Eric, I've always pictured you as being someone who's descended from Austria. I don't know why.
Wow, that's offensive.
In what way? What's wrong with that place?
I'm actually descended from Hungarians.
Oh, right. My bad.
It's not actually offensive.
But, like, it's funny that you know that and you bring it up because I wonder how many people are actually descended from countries that they never bring up here, but everyone thinks that they're English or French or things like that, and they're probably from other countries too. I don't know, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also, my mom's side of the family is Irish, so I used to be like, oh, yeah, I'm like,
Fucking Irish, mate.
I'm all Irish. But,
Hop on the border to you, lads.
like, so is, like, basically everybody on, like, the East Coast of America.
Which is fair, yeah. In my case, I have a different situation going on. That I have very little European in me. And it's always a weird thing. I had a little bit of an identity crisis when I found out that my grandmother's side is mostly Asian. And no one told me.
And that...
What's up?
Would you like a little European in you? Because, like,
Oh.
I'm sure Richard would be fine with it.
Oh boy, don't you bring him up. I don't want to talk about that guy right now. Yeah, they didn't tell me that my Teal King, you spell his name with a Q, I always assumed because of how it's pronounced, it was with a K. No, it's with a Q. And I was like, oh my god, that's straight up like Chinese. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, what? Why?
No one told me, man. Like, no one. Like, my family does not, on my dad's side, we don't communicate at all. We just kind of like die and leave things in the veils of shadows, and that's about it.
Super weird.
No, it's very weird. It actually pissed me off a little bit. Like, I'm 26 now, and I just found out that I am also Asian, and I never knew.
Oh wait, no, so that's not just like a stupid fucking nickname. That's actually like a Chinese surname.
Yeah.
Shit, that's cool.
Yeah. And all these years, I thought it was just spelled King, like K-I-N-G. No. Actually, there's a picture of him that I need to show you, and when you see him, you'll be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
No, I think you have showed me a picture, and that's why I thought it was King, and I thought it was just like a dumb fucking, like at some point in his youth, he was like, yeah, I'm a real cool guy. I'm gonna be called King.
Oh, yeah, no. Steel King. He's like the pastor of some like big church in Texas, I think. He was like in his youth, he was a power lawyer in South America, and then due to all the violence there, they moved here. Yeah, like my grandmother's side are all the educated non-black sheep. My grandfather's side, all the crime lords and black sheep. So I'm also, I guess, like considered not a black sheep, but I'm not the well-to-do side like my grandmother's side.
Like I don't have anything interesting in my family.
Which is funny because I don't know, when I see a group shot of you with your family, I'm like, they probably look like they do things. No? Okay.
Just like a whole history of poor people.
Oh no.
It's funny too, because like even Sabrina, like on one side of her family, like used to be like mad rich, and then disowned, like her part of the family some generations past.
Why though?
I don't remember.
Look, we need to go back in time. I could use some of that old wealth, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not crime lords. My grandfather's side is quite extensive. My great-grandfather was a sailor merchant, and he went from port to port plying his trade, if you can catch my drift on that. So it's a pretty large family with a lack of close connections. Oh god, fuck these lasers. God, no, no, no! Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where you
yeah, I'm not the black sheep in my immediate family because my entire family are the black sheep of like our whole family. So I don't know. I didn't finish college, so there's that. I guess I don't know. That's a thing, but
these days though, like
it doesn't faze me though now. Like, yeah, like I don't know what you're about to say with like these days, but it actually doesn't faze me that I didn't finish.
It's more like I still am not 100% on how I feel about that kind of thing, but like the risk reward of it is so not great.
Yeah. Which is fair to say.
Because like I guess like the main problem that college has is that everybody went and did it, and so everybody has those qualifications.
Right.
And it's now you have to go for the ones that are like especially in demand and lucrative. But the problem is that has the same issue that everybody going to college had to begin with. Like,
right.
You know, everybody was doing that thing where they were like going to STEM, going to coding, this and that, and like there is rapidly like not a shortage in those things anymore.
Right, which is true. Also, I think I told you how like I'm paying student loans that were taken out in my name by my parent when I was 18 years old, when I had no understanding of what debt is or things like that. Like, like that's actually a fairly common thing that I have learned about, is that we have a predatory loaning industry as a whole, where young people like I was would take out loans without knowing what that meant, and would end up being in debt. So I have like $6 grand left in debt at 26 years old, and so I'm having to pay off $100 a month at the very least in order to pay these off in like 4 years now, which is still a lot better than a lot of people, but yeah.
Yeah, I think mine aren't even that bad compared to a lot of people I know, but if I paid like my full paycheck into them, it would still take me I think like 3.5 years to get them done.
Which is ridiculous, dude! Like, holy shit!
And that's not even factoring in interest. Like,
oh, right.
So frustrating.
Yeah. I would love to go back to school to better myself, but I'm just not going to do that if I have to be in debt to do so. It's just...
I absolutely would too, especially if I could go back to school to better myself, because the thing, like, I didn't really enjoy school, nor was I a particularly good student until I got into college and, like, started taking classes that...
interested you?
Yeah, and also just, like, ones that felt like they were, like, not to shit on stuff. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you don't need math, like, why take it, whatever. Like, it's just, like, you started taking more interesting things, like philosophy and, like, history that isn't about, like, fucking wars and shit. I started being a better student, started enjoying stuff, but, like, that, if I went to school for, would probably fuck me.
Right.
So,
right. It's just, you have to gauge, like, do I really want to end up paying for this for the rest of my life, even though that would potentially change up your life in a positive way, too. That's how I view it, is that I think philosophy can be lucrative in the sense that it gives you a more abstract skill of being able to think outside of the box. And so, like, at that point, you can't use just a piece of paper to say, hey, I'm qualified for your job. You have to sell why you're qualified for that job. And like, I remember I read a little bit about how, like, coding even will not be much of a thing in like 30 to 40 years, that AI will be able to code better than people can. So you'll need people who are able to think outside of the box. It's just, it's hard to quantify and qualify what it means to think outside of the box as it is for someone who just, like, knows math or how to code or more practical things like that.
Shit's a real bummer, though. Like, it's just frustrating to know that, like, I realize you can take these things as minors and still be able to take them, but, like, it's frustrating to know that if you were to go back to school, you would probably wind up having to go back for something you don't really have a passion for. And I know a lot of people say that, like, whatever, that's not the point, but I don't know. I'm just not one of those people. Like, I can't really do something that I absolutely hate long term just because it pays good money.
Right. And I agree with that too. I've come to learn that the only requirement that I have for, like, cash is being able to live in a place where I can do things that I want to. So, like, in this case, I moved to Atlanta, which has a lot of things to do. So I'm in a better place now, but I'm not looking to be wealthy. It's just, it doesn't improve my quality of life that much to have, like, the latest tech or whatever.
Also,
I mean,
it scares me.
What?
It's probably stunning stream conversation for everyone.
Oh yeah. Lord of the Rings to college debt. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a nice leap.
Hope you guys were ready to get heavy today.
I know I am. I've had a lot of cream in my White Russians.
Oh, please never say that again. I don't want to know about the shit you do.
Yeah. Yeah, when me and Harry sit down and, like, plan out our trips, I'll let you know when we come up, though. It's just that, like, before I went on his trip, I didn't know that I was gonna live here, so that definitely changed things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it probably would be easier to do something like going to a convention or something together. That way, cause, like.
Wait, you kind of, like, tapered off a bit. What?
Oh, I just said we live kind of in the middle of nowhere, so like we would have to like leave this area to go do anything interesting anyway. So
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, she's very chill. Like as long as we're going out to drink, and I don't know, do things like tabletop stuff because like she's into. Like I don't think I told you, but she's into tabletop stuff too. So
sweet.
That's a yeah. Want to be my Snaga? Yeah, Bay. That's cool. Dude, this group, this Rat King, holy crap. Get out of here. God.
How did we not complete that?
I think I just got them. Get out of here.
Oh, now I realize.
Oh, yeah. Also, this guy just said in chat, in Finland, we are taught at the age of 15 to 16 about loans and debt. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, there's no actual, at least for me, in my personal education, there was at no point did they stop and explain how that shit worked.
Yeah, no, same. No fucking clue.
Not even when you were at, like, in line at college signing up for your fucking loans.
Right. Oh, boy. Hold on, let me, get my skills going real quick.
I think in like, a fair number of cases now, it's actually potentially cheaper or equivalently expensive to go to another country and get an education there.
Yeah.
And then you also have the bonus of having lived somewhere else and like had that experience and learned those things.
Like I think for the medical work that I need done, it's going to be cheaper for me to go on vacation to another country and get work done there, and I can still come out ahead, which is fucking incredible. Also, see you later, Satan Psycho. I appreciate that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, but no, that's true, which is ridiculous. So like, I'm not gonna get like super deep on a political topic as far as like taking sides, but what's kind of funny about the current plan, like the American Healthcare Act, that was put out, is that was actually more of the Republican plan in the 90s. That was then taken by Mitt too at a statewide level, and then later taken at a international level because our previous president thought that maybe the Republicans would work with them because it was their plan. So like now they have decided to move more to the right of their own plan because it was taken by the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Even though it was their plan in response to Hillary Clinton's universal health care plan in the 1990s, which did not pass. So I thought that was kind of a funny thing to know, that it was their plan once upon a time.
And that's the thing that kind of surprises me, at least with the with regards to healthcare and education, is that like many other countries do things more to the left than we do with those things, and like don't really suffer that many issues as a result of them. I think like the average Canadian citizen is like A-okay with their healthcare system.
Right. And I think it's just like a fact of that rugged individualism thing where like, hey, I'm just a temporarily embarrassed millionaire where one day I might be rich, but like tax cuts and things like that really do not apply to a majority of the economic classes that people are in. So it's a very fun talking point to have that, yeah, you'll pay less, but it isn't really that pragmatic or practical in how it actually plays out. But
it's also just weird because I don't know.
What?
I would prefer to be a little bit more generous to the other people within my society, but whatever.
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, like I'm self-employed, so I pay like 25% or more of my income in taxes because I have no employer to help me out, and like I'm having to gauge whether or not I want a car or not because I'm going to be paying like $300 to $400 a month just to have a healthcare plan where my deductible is like I think like $7,100 about, which means that they will not actually help me until I pay more than that.
Yep.
So, which means that I would probably be dying at that point if my bills were that high. So,
Yeah.
pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, like right now, I would have been fucked if not for the fact that my medication, even uninsured, is thankfully not that expensive. But
Right.
hooey.
I think we get like 3 months to figure out our healthcare thing, before we get penalized. I do know that you probably need to factor in if the penalty is worth like less than what you would pay for if you actually did get a plan.
Yeah.
Like some people actually just take the penalty because it's less expensive than if they just got a plan, which is hilarious.
It's actually funny. Sabrina is currently having an issue where she's trying to get health insurance, but the health insurance company has fucked it up and like lost her application over the last 5 months. And like now they're doing this thing where they're like, well, your plan has been negligent, you haven't paid, so you can't get a new plan with us, even though they fucked it up.
Which is pretty silly. I know that Avi kind of like dealt with the same thing, but more of so like on a employee side basis where the guy who runs that just kind of like lost the paperwork for it and shit. But it's pretty silly. Let's see. Don't you have Obamacare? Yeah, the American Healthcare Act. That was essentially the Republican Healthcare Act in the 1990s. That was later adopted by Mitt in his state of Massachusetts, and was later adopted by Obama. So that happened. So now we're looking at a new plan, which is just really, again, not addressing the overall problems that we have with our healthcare. People kind of forget about what happened before the American Healthcare Act. It's not good with how things are going on right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it here though. Have a break, go do stuff, drink water.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely play more of this with you though. I really enjoyed the new class and the new spells too, and the fact that I can like clutter my screen with minions is pretty great.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty fucking
happy
silly.
with that. Yeah. But all right, dude. I will talk to you later.
All right, see you.
See you, man.